The speaker shares lessons learned from over 30 years of self-discovery, focusing on the realization that external achievements like fame, success, or the perfect body are not the true sources of happiness. Instead, self-worth, acceptance, and inner peace are key to feeling complete. Through personal experiences, such as her pursuit of fame and battling body image insecurities, the speaker reveals how true contentment lies in self-love and evolving throughout life. She stresses that fulfillment comes not from reaching an end goal, but from the journey of growth, facing challenges, and embracing the process. What if everything you've been chasing, fame, a perfect body, or success, doesn't actually lead to the happiness you're seeking? What if, instead, the secret to feeling truly fulfilled was always within you, waiting to be discovered? This is the life lesson that took me over 30 years to realize, and I'm going to share it with you today in just 10 minutes. Trust me, this could save you decades of frustration and heartache. Let's dive in. I was no different than many people. I spent a lot of time telling myself, I'll be happy when I lose weight, or when I land that perfect role, or when I find the perfect partner. Like so many others, I lived in the illusion that happiness was something to be earned through external achievements. I thought fame, recognition, it would make me happy. So, I dedicated years of my life to pursuing fame. I worked tirelessly, going from audition to audition, dealing with constant rejection, always thinking the next role would be the one that would finally give me that sense of completeness. But it never did. The truth I wish I had known earlier is this: I was worthy all along, just as I was. And so are you. Many famous people have shared the same story. They thought fame would bring them happiness, but it left them feeling empty. Why? Because they weren't really seeking fame. They were seeking love, validation, and acceptance. Things they could have given themselves from the start. Another aspect of my life that I let control me for years was the belief that I wouldn't be loved unless I was thin. I used to think that if I could just lose weight, if I could just look a certain way, I'd be able to find love and be accepted. This obsession ruled my life for so long. But here's the twist. I did lose the weight, and I did find love. I'm now in a happy 7-year-long relationship with the partner I've always dreamed of. But even in this beautiful relationship, I continued to struggle with my body image. When I gained weight, I felt insecure, thinking that my love for myself was conditional on my appearance. I finally realized something that changed everything. What I truly wanted wasn't the perfect body or the perfect relationship. What I wanted was to love myself fully, to accept myself just as I am, no matter what my body looked like or how much I weighed. In my work as a podiatrist, I spend a lot of time with elderly patients, many of whom are in their 70s, 80s, 90s, or even over 100 years old. Over the 20-plus years I've been doing this job, I've witnessed countless life stories and learned some valuable life lessons. Some of my patients live in luxurious homes, while others live in modest flats. But one thing stands out: how they approach life as they age. I have patients who are filled with curiosity and zest for life. They are still learning, growing, and exploring new things, whether it's gardening, traveling, or even skydiving. These patients are genuinely joyful, accepting, and content with themselves. They understand that life is about evolving, not staying stagnant. There is no retirement from growth. If we're not growing, we're shrinking. Our world becomes smaller, our experiences fewer. Then, there are patients who fixate on their aging process. consumed by worries about their appearance or the passage of time. One 92-year-old patient was envious of her 7-year-old daughter-in-law's youthful skin and wanted to buy the same moisturizer. True freedom, I believe, is when external judgments no longer affect us. When you can look at yourself in the mirror, aging face, changing body, and accept yourself without judgment, you've reached a new level of self-love and confidence. Real confidence isn't about seeking validation from others or getting external recognition. It's when you no longer care what others think and can focus instead on being curious, open, and engaged in life. This journey of growth and acceptance is the foundation of true contentment. You can't stop external pressures from coming in, but you can decide how much power you give them. When people's opinions don't bother you anymore, when you can take things in stride, that's the essence of confidence. I used to think that paying off my mortgage would make me feel truly secure. For years, I thought once that was done, I would finally feel safe. But when I really thought about it, I realized that even after paying off the mortgage, there would always be something else to worry about. Bills, taxes, unexpected costs. The fear I was feeling wasn't about money. It was about scarcity and the belief that there wouldn't be enough. But what I discovered is that I can create a sense of safety and security within myself right now. It's not about waiting for the perfect financial situation. It's about trusting the universe and believing that things always work out in the end. One of the biggest revelations I've had is that life is not about reaching some final destination. It's about the journey itself, the experiences, the lessons, the ups and downs. A wise teacher once told me, "The journey is the destination." This means that fulfillment isn't about arriving at some peak moment in your life, like achieving fame, losing weight, or getting rich. Fulfillment comes from the process, from the growth, and from embracing each moment. What took me 30 years to understand is this: you can have everything you want right now. All of those things, success, love, validation, are just vehicles for the feelings they bring. Feelings of worthiness, safety, and love. And you can choose to give yourself those feelings right now, in this moment. We are all worthy of love and acceptance, simply because we exist. Life isn't about waiting for something external to change. It's about giving yourself permission to feel whole right now. Life is not a race to some magical destination. It's about evolving, learning, and growing until our last breath. And every time we step outside our comfort zone, new doors open, and new opportunities appear. The journey truly is the destination. As I look back on the last 30 years, I realized that every time I stepped out of my comfort zone, I learned something valuable. It was never about waiting for things to fall into place. It was about choosing to grow, to evolve, and to love myself at every stage of life. So I encourage you to do the same. Choose to love yourself, choose to grow, and embrace the journey, because that's where the magic truly happens.